Aries, listen to me very carefully. Today is July 29, 2026, and the universe has paused everything just to deliver a message that is trembling with urgency. Your grandmother on your dad's side is standing in the spirit realm, and she is begging you with tears in her eyes to listen. She sees the silent battles you've been fighting. She sees the heavy waiting, the quiet doubts, and the heartache you've been hiding from the world. But she also sees the magnificent destiny waiting just on the other side of this exact moment. Do not scroll past this, because the breakthrough you have been praying for is no longer delayed. It is arriving right now. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and let her wisdom guide you home. My dear Aries, I need you to understand the magnitude of what is happening in your energy field today. Your grandmother is reaching through the veil, and she is telling you that the period of profound waiting is finally coming to an end. I know how heavy this waiting has been. I know the frustration that has settled in your chest when you watch others move forward while you feel stuck in place. I know the quiet doubts that whisper to you in the middle of the night, asking if you have done something wrong, if you are forgotten, or if your prayers are hitting a ceiling. You have been carrying a silent heartache, a grief for the things you thought you would have by now. But your grandmother is wiping those tears away right now. She is looking at you with so much pride, and she is telling you that this delay was never a denial. What happens next is important for your healing. You must understand that the universe does not delay to punish you. It delays to prepare you. Think of the seed buried deep in the dark, heavy soil. It feels the crushing weight of the earth above it. It feels the darkness. It might even doubt if the sun still exists. But in that darkness, the seed is doing the most crucial work. It is growing roots. It is building a foundation so strong that when the bloom finally breaks the surface, no storm can ever uproot it. Your grandmother sees your roots. She sees the invisible, monumental inner work you have been doing while no one was watching. The waiting was a divine shield, protecting you from situations that were not ready for your light, and protecting you from outcomes that would have distracted you from your true destiny. But that is not all. There is a magnificent surprise waiting for you, a sudden shift in your reality that will make every single moment of doubt completely worth it. The energy of the High Priestess is wrapping around you today, bringing the deep, mystical wisdom of your ancestors. She is the archetype of the unseen realm, the keeper of hidden knowledge, and the voice of the divine feminine. Through her, your grandmother is confirming that your intuition has been right all along. You felt the shifts before they happened. You sensed the truth when others were lying to you. The High Priestess asks you to trust that inner knowing once again. Alongside her, the energy of the star is pouring down upon you like a gentle, healing rain. The star is the ultimate card of hope, renewal, and spiritual guidance. It signifies that after a period of emotional exhaustion, the universe is finally offering you a deep, restorative peace. The star promises that your wishes are not just heard. They are being meticulously orchestrated by the divine. Now, my dear Aries, before we go deeper into the specific areas of your life, I must gently remind you that this reading is a general guidance. It is a transmission of energy, a channeling of the cosmic currents, not an absolute unchangeable fate. Please filter these words through your own beautiful intuition. You are the master of your own journey. Take what resonates deeply with your soul, let it comfort you, and gracefully leave behind whatever does not align with your personal truth. Your spirit knows what is yours. Later in this reading, we are going to uncover the exact beautiful shifts happening in your love life, the sudden financial doors that are being unlocked for you, the profound healing occurring within your physical body, and the deep family connections that are being restored. The universe is also showing me significant movements in your career and your daily energy, all of which we will explore in detail. But right now, if you are feeling this shift in your energy, if you feel a warmth in your chest or a sudden sense of relief washing over you, please take a brief moment to like this video and support the channel. Your support helps this message of hope reach other Aries souls who are scrolling in the dark, needing this exact comfort today. The universe is also showing me your specific vibrational keys for today, tools to help you anchor this beautiful energy into your physical reality. Your lucky numbers are 7, 14, and 28. I want you to write these down or keep them in your mind. You will start seeing them on clocks, on receipts, in unexpected places. When you do, take it as a physical nod from the universe, a confirmation that you are on the right path, and that your grandmother is walking right beside you. Your lucky color today is crimson red. This is not just a color. This is the color of your ancestral fire, the color of your root chakra, the color of the life force that is being poured into you right now. Wear something crimson today, or simply close your eyes and visualize a warm crimson red light wrapping around your shoulders like a protective, loving cloak. Let it ground you. Let it remind you of the fierce, unbreakable love that surrounds you. There is something deeper here regarding your mindset, your patience, and your self-worth. For so long, you have been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, believing that you have to fight for every single inch of progress. You are an Aries, the warrior of the Zodiac, and your instinct is to push, to strive, to conquer. But your grandmother is gently taking the sword from your hands right now. She is telling you that you do not have to fight this next battle. It is time to receive. It is time to soften your edges and allow the universe to fight for you. Your self-worth has been tied to your productivity, to your struggles, to how much you can endure. But your worth is inherent. You are worthy of the miracle simply because you exist. Stop doubting your value. Stop questioning if you are enough. The very fact that you are seeking this guidance, that you are open to hearing this message, proves that your spirit is ready to expand. Patience is no longer about waiting in the dark. It is about resting in the light of knowing that the harvest is here. Your mindset must shift from scarcity to absolute abundance. When you wake up tomorrow, I want you to look in the mirror and acknowledge the strength it took to get you here. Forgive yourself for the moments you lost hope. Forgive yourself for the times you let fear dictate your choices. You are human, you are learning, and you are deeply loved. The emotional tension that has been gripping your chest is finally beginning to dissolve, replaced by a quiet, steady momentum. You are moving forward, not with the frantic energy of survival, but with the calm, grounded confidence of destiny. As we step deeper into this sacred space, I want to pull back the veil and show you exactly what the spirit realm is doing on your behalf right now. The universe is not just sending you a vague feeling of hope. It is deploying a highly specific, deeply mystical architecture to rebuild your life. To understand this, we must look at the archetypal energies that are currently wrapping around your spirit. The first card that leaps from the deck for you today is the Chariot. As an Aries, this is your natural card of triumph, but today, it is appearing in a profoundly different way. The Chariot is usually driven by your own sheer willpower, your own fiery determination. But look closely at the Chariot in your mind's eye. Today, you are not holding the reins alone. Your grandmother is standing right beside you, her hands gently covering yours, guiding the direction. She is telling you that the relentless pushing you have been doing is over. The momentum you are about to experience is not coming from your exhaustion. It is coming from her ancestral backing. You are being carried forward by a divine current that you do not have to fight to navigate. But that is not all. There is something deeper here, something that requires your heart to be completely open. The next energy that flows into your reading is the Ace of Cups. This is the card of profound emotional alchemy, of love overflowing, of spiritual tears that wash away years of silent grief. Remember how I told you your grandmother was begging you with tears in her eyes? Those tears in the spirit realm are not tears of sorrow. They are tears of overwhelming joy and relief, because she finally sees you crossing threshold into your healing. The Ace of Cups is pouring this emotional water directly over your heart chakra. If you have felt a tightness in your chest, a lingering sadness that you couldn't quite name, or a feeling of emotional burnout, this is the exact moment it begins to dissolve. The emotional turn happening right now is the shift from carrying the heavy armor of survival to stepping into the soft, vulnerable power of being deeply loved and protected. You are allowed to put the armor down. You are safe to feel again. Now, let us bring this beautiful flowing energy down into your physical vessel, because the spiritual shifts we are discussing must be anchored in your body. Your health and physical well-being are intimately connected to the emotional tension you have been carrying. For months, perhaps even years, your body has been in a state of high alert. You have been bracing for impact, waiting for the next challenge, holding your breath through the uncertainties. Your grandmother is looking at the physical toll this has taken on you. She sees the tension locked in your jaw, the tightness in your shoulders, the shallow breathing that has become your normal. Today, the universe is issuing a gentle but firm command for your nervous system to reset. The healing energy of the Ace of Cups is washing through your cellular memory, releasing the stored trauma and the chronic stress that has been masquerading as your baseline. What happens next in your physical body is a profound unburdening. You may find that over the next few days, you sleep more deeply than you have in a long time. You might feel sudden waves of warmth in your chest or a spontaneous release of emotion, perhaps a sudden urge to cry, not out of sadness but out of pure relief. Let it happen. Your body is finally receiving the signal that the war is over. Your grandmother is whispering to your DNA, reminding your cells of their innate, perfect blueprint of health and vitality. You are being called to treat your body not as a machine that must be pushed to its limits, but as a sacred temple that requires rest, nourishment, and gentle care. Drink the water. Take the walk. Close your eyes and breathe. Your physical strength is returning, but this time it is a calm, grounded strength, not a frantic, anxious energy. Moving into the realm of your daily life, we must address your work and career, an area where you have felt a distinct lack of recognition. You have been pouring your fiery Aries passion into your projects, giving it your all, yet it often feels like your efforts are swallowed by the void, unnoticed or unappreciated by those around you. The frustration of working hard and seeing others receive the credit has been a quiet source of heartache for you. But the universe is shifting the landscape of your professional life right now. The Chariot energy we discussed earlier is entering your workplace. The obstacles that have been blocking your visibility are being removed. People are suddenly noticing your competence. The quiet diligence you have maintained behind the scenes is about to be brought into the spotlight. There is a specific situation at work that has been causing you anxiety, a project or a dynamic with a colleague or superior that has felt incredibly stagnant. Your grandmother is stepping into that boardroom, that office, or that workspace with you. She is clearing the energetic fog. What felt like a dead end is about to reveal a hidden door. You will find that the communication lines that have been blocked are suddenly opening up. If you have been hesitant to speak up, to share an idea, or to assert your boundaries at work, this is your divine permission to do so. The universe is backing your voice. The emotional turn here is moving from a place of professional invisibility and doubt to a place of undeniable authority and respect. You are no longer the person begging for a seat at the table. You are the person they are realizing they cannot afford to lose. And for those of you who are currently in the wilderness of a job search, listening to this with a heavy heart, feeling the sting of rejection or the deafening silence of unanswered applications, I need you to listen to me very closely. The waiting room is closing. The universe has heard every single prayer you have whispered in the dark. The Ace of Pentacles is manifesting in your career sector right now, bringing a tangible physical offer. This is not just another dead-end job. This is a role that aligns with your soul's purpose, a place where your unique Aries fire is not just tolerated, but celebrated. The delay in your job search was not a punishment. It was protection. It was the universe keeping you available for the exact opportunity that is now rushing toward you. You may receive a sudden message, an unexpected phone call, or a chance encounter that leads directly to this new path. The financial and professional stability you have been craving is no longer a distant dream. It is a physical reality knocking on your door. Your grandmother is smiling, knowing that your livelihood is about to be secured in a way that brings you peace, not just a paycheck. The anxiety of the unknown is being replaced by the solid, grounding energy of a new beginning. You are about to step into a role that will not only provide for you, but will also allow you to shine. This brings us directly to the realm of finances, an area that has likely been a source of immense pressure and mental exhaustion for you. Money has felt like a constant battle, a river that you have been trying to hold back with your bare hands. You have been working tirelessly, yet the financial return has not matched your effort, leading to a deep underlying fear of lack. But my dear Aries, the generational cycle of financial struggle is being broken today. Your grandmother is looking at the financial anxieties that have been passed down through your family line, the unspoken fears of scarcity that you inherited without even realizing it. She is taking those heavy, outdated beliefs and dissolving them in the light of the Ace of Pentacles. The universe is preparing to release a sudden, unexpected flow of abundance into your life. This could manifest as a financial gift, a bonus, a refund, a new stream of income, or simply the sudden clearing of a debt that has been weighing you down. But more importantly, the internal frequency of lack is being rewired. You are shifting from a mindset of survival to a mindset of true abundance. The money pressure that has been squeezing your chest is finally releasing its grip. You are being taught that you are a magnet for prosperity, that wealth flows to you easily and effortlessly when you are aligned with your divine purpose. Your grandmother is cheering for your financial freedom, knowing that when you are abundant, you can help others, you can heal, and you can live the beautiful, expansive life you were always meant to live. The lack is over. The era of your abundance has officially begun. But that is not all. There is something deeper here regarding the sacred sanctuary of your heart, an area that has experienced its own quiet seasons of drought and waiting. We must now turn our attention to your love life, because the universe is not just rearranging your external circumstances. It is profoundly healing your internal world. For those of you who are in a committed relationship, I know there has been a subtle, unspoken distance lately. You have been so focused on surviving, on managing the money pressure, on fighting your daily battles, that you and your partner have been living in the same house but occupying different emotional worlds. You have felt a lingering heartache, a quiet loneliness that comes from feeling like you are carrying the weight of the world by yourself, even when they are sitting right next to you. But the energy of the Two of Cups is now flowing directly into your partnership, bringing with it a beautiful, restorative tide of mutual understanding. Your grandmother is watching over your relationship with a gentle, knowing smile. She sees the love that is still there, buried beneath the stress and the exhaustion of daily life. The emotional turn happening right now is the shift from feeling isolated within your relationship to experiencing a profound, renewing sense of unity. You are about to have a conversation with your partner that will change everything. It will not be a conversation of conflict, but one of deep, vulnerable revelation. You will finally be able to put down your armor, to say the things you have been too tired or too afraid to say. And for the first time in a long time, you will feel truly heard and deeply understood. The silent distance is closing, replaced by a warm, radiant reconnection that will remind you both why you chose each other in the first place. Now, for my single Aries, I need you to take a deep breath and let go of the heavy narrative you have been telling yourself about your love life. I know the frustration. I know the sting of watching others find love while you feel stuck in a cycle of disappointment, short-lived connections, or complete silence. You have likely spent many nights wondering if there is something wrong with you, if you are too much, or if you are somehow unlovable. The heartache of waiting for a partner who truly matches your fiery, beautiful spirit has been a heavy cloak to wear. But I need you to understand that the universe has been fiercely protecting your heart. Every single person who walked away from you, Every single connection that didn't work out was the divine intervening to keep your path clear for the person who is actually meant for you. The emotional turn for you today is moving from the exhaustion of romantic disappointment to the thrilling, magnetic realization of your own immense worth. The Knight of Cups is riding into your energy field right now, bringing an offer of genuine, soul-aligned love. This is not a fleeting romance. This is a deep, emotional commitment from someone who recognizes your brilliance and wants to nurture it, not compete with it. Your grandmother is so excited for you. She is telling you to stop looking backward at the ghosts of past relationships and to start looking forward with an open, expectant heart. You are about to attract a love that feels like coming home, a love that does not require you to shrink yourself or dim your fire. The wait is over, and the love that is coming will more than make up for every moment of loneliness you have ever endured. There is something deeper here that we must address. Something that ties directly into the very reason your grandmother reached out to you today. We need to talk about your family, and specifically, the lineage on your father's side. For a long time, you have felt the heavy, invisible threads of generational trauma and unspoken expectations pulling at you. You have carried the emotional burdens of your ancestors, often without even realizing it, feeling a sense of duty to fix things, to be the strong one, to break the cycles all by yourself. This has caused a deep underlying friction within your family dynamics, leaving you feeling misunderstood by those who share your blood. But today, the energy of Judgment is sounding a beautiful, liberating trumpet across your family tree. Your grandmother is stepping forward to cut those heavy, outdated cords of obligation and inherited pain. The emotional turn happening within your family life right now is the shift from carrying the crushing burden of generational expectations to experiencing the profound, breathless relief of total liberation. She is telling you that you do not have to carry the family's unresolved grief anymore. You have done your part. You have healed enough for the both of you. As you release this burden, you will notice a sudden, miraculous softening in your family dynamics. The people who once triggered you or drained your energy will suddenly seem different, because you are no longer reacting to them from a place of inherited wound. You are responding from a place of ancestral freedom. You are the cycle breaker, my dear Aries, and your grandmother is so incredibly proud of the light you are bringing to your bloodline. As we move through this beautiful unfolding, we must also address your daily energy and emotional tone, because the shifts we are discussing require a vessel that is ready to hold them. For months, your emotional state has been like a pendulum, swinging between fiery, frantic motivation and deep, paralyzing burnout. You have been running on adrenaline, mistaking stress for passion and anxiety for drive. But the universe is recalibrating your internal thermostat right now. The emotional turn in your daily energy is the transition from frantic survival mode exhaustion to a calm, grounded, and radiant power. You are going to wake up in the coming days feeling a strange, beautiful stillness. You will no longer feel the need to rush, to force, or to push. You will move through your day with a quiet, unshakable confidence, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your energy is no longer leaking out into worry. It is being conserved and directed toward your highest joy. And for those of you who are students, or those of you who are trying to learn a new skill, focus on a creative project, or simply find the mental clarity to get your life organized, the universe is handing you an incredible gift today. The mental fog that has been clouding your thoughts, the procrastination that has been plaguing you, and the feeling of being overwhelmed by information are all being swept away by the energy of the Ace of Swords. The emotional turn for your focus and studies is moving from scattered, frustrating confusion to laser-sharp, joyful clarity. Your grandmother is clearing the mental static. You will find that concepts that previously seemed impossible to grasp will suddenly make perfect sense. Your memory will sharpen, your focus will deepen, and you will experience a renewed, playful curiosity for learning. You are not falling behind, You are simply gathering the mental clarity needed to execute your next great move with absolute precision. But that is not all. As your internal world undergoes this profound, beautiful metamorphosis, the external world must also rearrange itself to match your new elevated frequency. You cannot step into a new destiny while surrounded by the same old energies, and the universe knows this. Therefore, what happens next is incredibly important. The cosmos is actively curating your social and romantic circle, drawing specific souls toward you, who are vibrationally equipped to support the magnificent rebirth you are experiencing. Your grandmother is guiding these connections, gently nudging the right people into your path while gracefully removing those who no longer serve your highest good. Let us speak of the 3 zodiac energies that are currently most aligned with your soul's trajectory. The first is the radiant golden energy of Leo. When the energy of Leo crosses your path, whether as a friend, a collaborator, or a romantic partner, it is not a collision, it is a homecoming. For so long, you have felt the burden of having to be the strongest person in the room, the one who initiates, the one who fights. But Leo carries the steady, radiant warmth of the midday sun, a warmth that does not seek to extinguish your fierce, pioneering fire, but rather to amplify it, to give it a safe and glorious space to burn. The emotional turn here is the profound relief of no longer having to lead every single battle. With Leo, you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be admired, not just for what you do, but for who you inherently are. They see your fire, and they do not flinch. They bring their own wood to the hearth, creating a blaze that warms everyone around it. The second energy that is harmonizing with your spirit is the adventurous, expansive soul of Sagittarius. If Leo offers you a safe harbor, Sagittarius offers you the open ocean. You have been feeling trapped in the minutiae, bogged down by the heavy, repetitive cycles of daily survival and financial pressure. Sagittarius enters your life like a sudden, liberating wind, reminding you to look up from the trenches and gaze at the horizon. This connection brings a playful, philosophical lightness that you have been desperately craving. They will not ask you to explain your past wounds. Instead, they will eagerly invite you to co-create your future dreams. The emotional shift you will feel with this energy is the shedding of cynicism. Sagittarius reminds you that life is not just a series of obstacles to overcome, but a grand, beautiful adventure to be experienced. They will encourage you to take that calculated risk, to book that trip, to enroll in that course, to believe once again in the boundless possibilities of your own life. The third energy, and perhaps the most surprising to you, is the visionary, intellectual depth of Aquarius. You might wonder how the detached, airy nature of Aquarius could possibly mesh with your fiery, passionate Aries heart. But this is exactly the divine alchemy your grandmother is orchestrating. Aquarius brings the oxygen that your fire needs to burn cleanly and brightly, without consuming you. This connection offers you a profound intellectual and spiritual mirror. Where you feel chaos, Aquarius sees a pattern. Where you feel overwhelming emotion, Aquarius offers a grounding, objective perspective that does not invalidate your feelings, but helps you navigate them with clarity. The emotional turn here is moving from a place of feeling fundamentally misunderstood by the world to feeling deeply, intricately seen on a soul level. Aquarius will look at your wildest, most unconventional dreams and say, "Yes, let us build that." They are the unexpected ally, the brilliant confidant, who helps you translate your raw, passionate vision into a tangible, world-changing reality. There is something deeper here, a final, crucial piece of the message your grandmother is begging you to hear. She is not just showing you these connections to give you a temporary boost of hope. She is showing them to you so that you will prepare your heart to receive them. You must stop pushing people away out of a fear of betrayal. You must stop assuming that every new person will hurt you in the same way the past has. The universe is asking you to practice radical, courageous openness. The walls you built to protect yourself during the season of heartache and doubt are now becoming the very barriers that keep your blessings out. Your grandmother is gently asking you to take down the drawbridge. It is safe to trust again. It is safe to hope again. It is safe to let love in. As we draw this reading toward its beautiful conclusion, I want you to take a moment to physically ground yourself in the space you are in right now. Feel the surface beneath you. Take a deep, slow breath in, and as you exhale, imagine all the remaining tension, all the lingering doubt, and all the heavy weighting leaving your body, dissolving into the earth. You have done the work. You have endured the fire, and you have emerged not as ash, but as refined, unbreakable gold. The grand promise of this day, July 29, 2026, is not just that things will get better. It is that you are finally stepping into the version of yourself that was always meant to wield this abundance, this love, and this peace. I want to take a moment to sincerely thank you for being here, for allowing your energy to intertwine with this message, and for giving your heart the permission to listen to the whispers of the divine. Please remember, my dear Aries, that this reading is a channeling of cosmic guidance, a map of the energetic currents available to you, but it is not an absolute, unchangeable fate. You are the ultimate author of your story. Your free will is a sacred, powerful force. I invite you to keep what resonates deeply with your soul, to tuck these words into your heart like a precious talisman, and to gracefully release whatever does not align with your personal truth. Your intuition is your highest authority, and it already knows the way home. If this message brought you a sense of relief, if it sparked a flame of hope in your chest, or if you felt the gentle, loving presence of your ancestors today, please honor this connection by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support is not just a click, it is an energetic exchange. It tells the universe that you are ready for more, and it helps this vital, healing frequency reach other wandering souls who are scrolling in the dark, desperately needing to hear that they are not alone and that their breakthrough is imminent. Return to this space daily, as the cosmic tides are shifting rapidly, and there is so much more clarity, strength, and divine timing waiting to be revealed to you. Before we part ways, I want to send a final, powerful blessing over you. May you be wrapped in the crimson red cloak of your ancestral protection. May the numbers 7, 14, and 28 appear to you as gentle, reassuring winks from the universe, confirming that you are exactly where you need to be. May your grandmother's tears of joy water the seeds of your new beginning, and may your heart be forever light, unburdened, and wildly, unapologetically free. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided every step of the way, and you are so incredibly ready for the beautiful life that is rushing to meet you. But that is not all. There is something deeper here regarding the specific immediate messages your grandmother is trying to pass down to you through the veil. We have spoken of the grand, sweeping changes in your life, but the spirit realm often communicates through the beautifully mundane, through the quiet, everyday moments that suddenly feel charged with divine meaning. Your grandmother is telling you to pay close attention to the next 24 to 48 hours, because this is your prophetic window. This is the time when the universe will hand you physical receipts to prove that this reading is real, that the shift has occurred, and that you are no longer walking this path alone. What happens next in your immediate environment is a cascade of gentle, undeniable synchronicities. You are going to start noticing specific signs that act as cosmic winks, confirming that your ancestral team is standing right beside you. It might be a song from your childhood, or a song that your father used to play, suddenly echoing from a passing car or playing softly in a grocery store. When you hear it, do not just brush it off as a coincidence. Stop, take a breath, and listen to the lyrics, or simply feel the emotion it brings up. That is her voice. It might be a specific phrase spoken by a stranger in passing, a word that suddenly jumps out at you from a book or a billboard, or even a vivid, comforting dream where she is smiling at you, looking healthy, radiant, and completely at peace. The emotional turn happening right now is the shift from logical skepticism to a state of childlike, wondrous receptivity. You are being invited to play in the magic of the universe again. You are being asked to trust the unseen. There is something deeper here that we must address, a final, lingering shadow that often tries to creep in right before a massive blessing arrives. It is the shadow of unworthiness, The quiet, insidious voice of imposter syndrome that whispers, "Who am I to receive all of this? Why me? When is the other shoe going to drop?" As an Aries, you have been conditioned by your own fierce independence and by the struggles of your lineage to believe that you only deserve what you can bleed for. You have internalized the belief that if something comes easily, it must be a trick, or that you must suffer to prove your worthiness. Your grandmother sees this shadow, and she is stepping into the light to dissolve it completely. She is looking at you with eyes full of fierce, unconditional love, and she is telling you that the era of the martyr is over. You do not have to bleed to be blessed. You do not have to exhaust yourself to be worthy of abundance, love, and peace. The emotional turn here is the profound, liberating release of the need to suffer for your success. You are allowed to receive grace. You are allowed to accept help. You are allowed to let things flow to you effortlessly. The universe is not testing your endurance anymore. It is testing your capacity to receive. When the blessings start pouring in, and they are starting right now, do not shrink back in fear. Do not self-sabotage out of a subconscious belief that you don't deserve them. Stand tall, open your arms, and say, "Thank you, I am ready, I am worthy." To confirm this beautiful release, the final archetypal energies are revealing themselves to us, painting a breathtaking picture of your immediate future. The first of these final cards is the World. This is the ultimate card of completion of a karmic cycle coming to a beautiful, harmonious close. The World signifies that the grueling, exhausting chapter of your life, the one filled with financial pressure, heartache, and endless waiting, is officially ending today. The universe is handing you a golden key, unlocking the door to the next great phase of your existence. You have learned the lessons, you have survived the fire, and you have integrated the wisdom. The emotional resonance of the World is one of deep, exhaling relief. The heavy backpack you have been carrying for miles has finally been set down. You are free. And following immediately after, the World is the most joyous, radiant card in the entire deck, the Sun. If the World is the closing of the old door, the Sun is the bursting open of the windows to let the golden, warming light flood into your home. The Sun represents ultimate success, vitality, joy, and absolute clarity. It is the card of the inner child healing, of stepping into your true, authentic self without apology or fear. Your grandmother is standing in the sunlight of this card, bathed in its golden rays, and she is pulling you into that light with her. The emotional turn here is the absolute eradication of darkness. The doubts, the fears, the anxieties, they cannot survive in the presence of the Sun. You are entering a personal golden age, Aries, a time where your path is illuminated, your energy is restored, and your joy is uncontainable. The Sun promises that not only will you survive this transition, but you will thrive in it with a radiant, infectious happiness that will inspire everyone around you. As we bring this profound transmission to its close, I want to guide you through a brief, powerful energetic seal to lock in these blessings and protect your newfound light. I need you to physically engage with this moment. Wherever you are right now, whether you are sitting in your car, lying in bed, or walking in nature, I want you to close your eyes for just a brief second. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, drawing in that beautiful, grounding, crimson-red light we spoke of earlier. Visualize this light entering your crown, filling your chest, and wrapping around your entire body like a warm, protective ancestral cloak. Now, as you exhale slowly through your mouth, imagine all the gray smoke of doubt, all the heavy tension of the past, and all the lingering fears of the future leaving your body. Watch it dissolve into the earth, neutralized and transformed. Feel the physical sensation of your shoulders dropping, your jaw unclenching, and your heart expanding. You are sealed. You are protected. You are completely aligned with the frequency of your highest destiny. Your grandmother is smiling, her hand resting gently on your shoulder, anchoring you in this moment of absolute peace and power. You have done the work. The universe has heard you. The shift is here.